I'm Sandy and welcome back to DaisyLilly Crochet. I'm really happy to be here with all of you because today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really easy and simple border or edge right around this little pilot's hat with this gorgeous, beautiful, fluffy yarn. Now I love using this yarn on a lot of my projects. It just gives it that warm and cuddly feeling, and I just love it. And another great thing about this yarn is that not only you can get it in a lot of different colors, but also you can get it in a lot of different sizes of thickness. So the one that I've got here today is actually a really thin, fluffy yarn. I'm looking around and I actually don't have one here to show you where you can get it in a more thicker and bulkier look, which reminds me I've actually got to get some more because I'm out of it. But this yarn, like I said, is absolutely beautiful to work with. Now there is a concern tip, or not a concern, but there is an advice tip that I will share with you, and that is that as beautiful as this fluffy yarn is, it's also very delicate to work with and sensitive to work with and fiddly as well. So my advice is that if you are planning on getting this yarn or fluffy yarn to do a project, that you probably know what you want it for and where you're going to apply it. Simply the fact because, again, it is a very sensitive and delicate yarn to work with, and if we play around it or play with it way too much, it has a tendency for the little fluffs to start falling out. Another advice tip that I do give as well is that you probably use the classic stitches with this fluffy yarn. So we're looking at the classic single crochet, the half double and the double. Having said that, it is up to each person. It is a personal choice. You can do a lot of stitches with it, but I'm just saying this because, again, keeping it simple to work with is a little bit better than having to play with it too much. Okay, so let's get started because I am super excited to show you what it's going to look like in the end. And I chose this fluffy yarn because the look that I'm going for is to try and get that warm, cuddly winter look. And I know that once we're finished doing the border around with this gorgeous, beautiful fluffy yarn, that's exactly the look we're going to be getting at the end. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using the really easy and super classic, beautiful single crochet stitch. And you can start anywhere around the hat. It is a personal choice. My personal choices are rather at the back of one of these flaps or right at the back of the hat. And as you can see, I've already got my marker here. That's exactly where I'm starting, right at the back of the hat. That way, for me, once I go right around with the fluffy yarn border, and once I close it and fasten it here, I'm going to be able to sew in the ends in here and hide them away. And that's going to look absolutely beautiful. Now, hook size, it is again a personal choice. I'm using the 2.5, but it really depends on the project you're doing and on the size of the project that you're doing. Okay, so let's start this off. I'm going to just take this little marker off, but I'm going to put the marker right here because we're going to be using that in about a minute again. And I'm just going to get myself ready here. And we're going to put it anywhere that you choose to start off with. Now, to start off with, we're going to start off with a slip knot. So putting it through any stitch that you desire to put it through, and grab it, pull it through. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull it right through. Now, with that, I'm going to chain one. Now, I do advise, and I'll just put this here. Oops. I do advise that you do use your marker on your chain one. Simply, and as you can see, it's really fiddly to work with, really hard. Even I'm finding it a little bit hard to find it. And if you insert it right there, Once you go right around and you come back to here, you'll be able to find where you did that first chain of chain 1. And we're going to just go back and put our crochet hook in there. And you can see that it is actually quite fiddly to work with. Now what I'm going to do as well, and I'll show you this little tip that I'm sure many of you already know, I'm going to just, as I crochet the first few here, I'm going to add this bit underneath just so it secures it a little bit more. And if you find that it's hard for you to look for where your stitches are, just give it a little bit of, you know, a wiggle, and you can see that the stitches are there. If you're still finding it hard, you can also go around and just, you know, pull the stitches like this, so it's easier to find. Now you don't want to miss any stitch when you're doing this, because it's going to look a little bit uneven. So you want to make sure you catch every stitch. Now we're going to go straight into the next stitch here, catching both loops. As you can see, there's the V. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? We're not going to use, we're not just going to use the front or the back loop. We're going to use both the loops to do this beautiful classic single crochet stitch. So we've inserted, or we've put the hook through the stitch. We're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through, we're going to yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops. It is a little bit difficult to see. I'm so sorry about this, but we'll get there. We'll do it together. We're going to put the hook through the next stitch again. We're going to yarn over, pull through. We've got the 2 stitches here then, or the 2 loops, sorry. And then going to yarn over again and pull through again. Again, we're going to put the hook through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and we're going to pull it through the 2 loops. And we're going to do it again. We're going to put the hook through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. We've got the 2 loops here. We're going to yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops. And do it again, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Now I know this is actually quite fiddly and you can't really see it a lot, but it is going to look absolutely gorgeous at the end. So let's keep doing this in the next stitch again. I'm just going to go a little bit faster now and pull right through. Oh, and there we go. There's that first difficult one. Okay, so let's do it again. We're going to put it in there, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over and pull through both loops, and again and pull through the 2 loops. It is, as you can see, very fiddly to work with, but the end result, I keep repeating myself, it gives it absolutely a beautiful look. Now as you come up to the flap, you want to make sure that you get every single stitch as you come around here onto the flap. You don't want to miss it, because as I said before, if you miss it, it's going to make it look a little bit uneven, and you don't want to do that. If you do find it hard to find the stitches, again, give it a little bit, like I said before, a little bit of a wiggle. You can get your other needle if you want and just pull up the stitches. Mine are right here. You can see them right there. And you can just give it a little bit of a nudge and pull so they come out, and you can see where they are, and that goes right around. So let's do that first little section there of the edge there. We're going to put we're going to put the hook through, yarn over, pull through, there's the 2 loops, we'll yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops. And there's the next stitch is right here. There we go. Going to yarn over, up, pull through, yarn over and pull through. And again, put the needle, or sorry, the hook through here. We're going to yarn over, pull through, there's the 2 loops, and we're going to yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops. And we're going to go like this right around the hat. There we go. Now just stop here for a second, and I just want to quickly show you how beautiful is that already starting to look. This is why I can't wait until the end result so you can see how gorgeous this is going to look. Now keep on going right around the hat, and I'll meet you back right here at the end, or you can come and crochet along with me. Okay, so we're right at the end and we've only got a couple more stitches here to do. Do the very last one here before we actually close it up. And there we are. Okay, so to close it up, there's where we've put that first chain one where we put our marker, and we're going to put our hook. If you can find it, it is really fiddly to work with. Oh, there it is. And we're going to slip knot that. So we're going to put the hook through, we're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through, there's the 2 loops, but we're going to have to pull it through that other one as well, and that gives it a slip knot, and we're going to fasten it by doing a couple more. Okay, so stretch it out, I'll pull it out, there we go, and now we're going to cut off that bit, and as you can see we're going to pull it right through, and that's it. And just give it a little bit of a pull down, at the same time being very gentle as well, because it is a very delicate and sensitive yarn to work with. And we can now pull out the little marker, put it down. Now I have realized oh dear me, silly me, that I did say I was going to yarn this together in there, and looking at it I completely forgot about it, but I guess it works out well because it probably would have been a little bit hard to do given the fact that the fluffy yarn is quite a sensitive yarn to work with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this, I'm going to actually use this sewing crochet needle, and we're going to sew the ends through. Again, it is a little bit fiddly to work with. Get this in here, there we go. And you want to try and find a stitch to go down here, there's mine right there, and pull it through. You can actually give it a little bit of a knot here. Be gentle with it at the same time, and now we're going to sew in the ends. And the great thing about this fluffy yarn is that as you sew in these ends, yes, you've got to catch every stitch, which is great, but because of how fluffy it is, it hides it even better. I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to go back the opposite way, or the opposite direction, just to secure that it stays. Okay, and we're going to do the same to that other side, or to that other end, should I say. A little bit hard to grab. Here we go, there we go. And we're just going to sew in the ends right here. Oh. There we go. And now just remember to turn it back again the other way, just to secure it a little bit more. Oh, don't you come out. And again, secure it a little bit more. Okay, maybe I'm just going to leave it here. All right, so you can grab your scissors, cut it off there and there, and put that over there. Just give it a little bit of a pull and nudge just to make sure nothing else comes out. And there we have it, the little pilot's hat. Oh my goodness, I have been looking so forward to this end result, to be able to share how gorgeous and beautiful this looks. So I'll just quickly show it to you right around. Look at that. How amazing is this? I'm totally in love with this look, and it's given us exactly the look that we were looking for, which was that warm, cuddly, winter feeling look that I absolutely love. I hope, and well, this is all I've got for you for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that I was quite helpful. Now, if you love this little pilot fluffy hat, or should I say this little cute adorable pilot's hat with the beautiful fluffy border around, please give this hat a thumbs up, press the subscribe button on the bottom, and don't forget the little notification bell on the side so you can get all my upcoming videos that I am so looking forward to sharing with you. But for now, stay crocheting everyone, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye now.